Welcome back. I have completely lost what day we're on. We've got Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 6, maybe day 6. We've got Nick's dogs woofing in the background if you can hear that. But yeah, I think day 6. We're going to go for some pizza, pasta, go for a beach day. This is the outfit we've got on. We've got the fun cloud shoes, little matching cord from Primark, I believe, and some sunglasses and the little bag that I have every day. I just don't have it with me right now, but let's go. Gala is one of our favourite restaurants in Faliraki. It does a real range of foods. You've got your full English, you've got Greek food, burgers, pasta. I think there's something for everyone on this menu. Great for families. Also a really lovely view of the beach as well, so if you're just looking for a drink, it's a great place to chill out there. I've gone for a lemon iced tea. The chicken burger, which had this red pepper mayonnaise and rocket. I love a bit of rocket. And of course, I had to finish it all off with a Aperol Spritz. We are at the beach, and we love this beach. It's always pretty quiet. If you can kind of see behind me, there's a few people down the coast, but yes, we have made it. It is really, really warm today. So hopefully you're going to get in. The only thing I have against this beach is and if you can see, pebbles. So they get really hot, and obviously they can be quite sore on your feet. So I'm hoping my cloud shoes will help me at least down to the water. But it is pebbles the majority of the way out as well. I'm thinking of getting some of those little scuba shoes. But yeah, watch this space for them. But yeah, I'm going to hop in because it's so hot today. Just going to chill on the beach for a little bit and then go out this evening. So ta-ta for now. We are off out. We're thinking maybe grab some pictures and then either into Old Town or just Rhodes Town. The outfit of the night is this long blue dress. Couldn't tell you where I got it from. Got it a few years ago. Some little white sandals and a bag to go with. Doesn't quite match. It's a bit of a chunky vibe, but the dress is a little long for me, so it keeps it off the ground. Ideally I probably should have some heels on, but you can't wear heels. Well, you can wear heels in the Old Town, but there's lots of cobbles there, and also I didn't bring any with me. We have made it into Rhodes Town. At the taxi ranks, they do have these poster signs that give you a rough estimate of how much it will cost to get places. I do say rough estimate because I'm not sure if they are actually held to these prices or not, but that does give you a little bit of an idea of how much your taxi journey will cost. Now we are within the walls of the Old Town. As you can see, it is bustling. It's bustling daytime and nighttime. Whenever you come, it is busy here, but it is gorgeous as well. A little bit of a close-up of the cobbles that I was talking about. So if you are good in heels, go for it. I'm not, so I always just usually stick to flats. The Old Town is full of different alleyways like these ones. You can get lost. I don't know how people find their hotels in Old Town, but there are lots of shops open. They open really late as well. Same for the restaurants. So you really are spoilt for choice about where you want to go for your shopping and also where you want to go for food as well. I would say do have a little bit of a walk around. Don't just go to the first restaurant that you see unless, you know, obviously you've fallen in love with it at first sight. But it's good just to have a little bit of a shop around instead of just going to the same tourist trappy restaurants. There's so much on offer. Old Town is one of my absolute favourite places.
This doesn't do anything. Took away everything.
Magic!
Where's my thingy?
Oh.
Ah.
Your hand denotes a very fine temperamental nature, and to you having great ability, especially in business matters. You will discover easy ways of making money, but do not be too impetuous. Your love line is well developed. You may look back on an old romance, well I hope you don't, with some misgivings, but you can be assured of many years of happiness with your life partner. Well, thank the Lord for that. You tend to lack self-confidence and so miss out on social activities. Grasp those opportunities. So after getting our fortune read by a very reliable source, we headed on over to my favourite square. This one here with lots of bars surrounding the most gorgeous, massive tree and lovely cocktails.
What are you going for?
Can I just go for a classic porn-style martini? Or I can try something different, you know? Of course, I went for the classic porn-style martini, but just look at the little shot glass of Prosecco. How fancy. It was so cute. And I can't remember what Nick went for actually, but it had these candied fruits on top. Here is a little close-up of the tree as well that just overhangs all the tables. It's so magical really. And the square, like I said, it's one of my favourite squares in Old Town. Fun fact, Nick nearly proposed to me in this square, but he didn't. Well, he did end up proposing, just not here. And if anyone could tell me what this structure is in the, well, to the side of the square, it kind of looks like a giant well, whether it was a water source, I don't know. I should probably look it up, but I really want to know what it is. We got a couple more drinks, so I went for a mojito, and again, couldn't tell you what Nick went for, but I think it was some sort of zombie or Mai Tai. I think zombie. They were all very nice, that's what I remember, and that's the most important thing. Now, from one of my favourite squares to one of, I wouldn't say least favourite, I love all of the Old Town, but this square I just find it's very busy. There's a lot going on, and I think if you wander off up the path, you can find some really lovely bars and restaurants, but this square has a lot going for it as well. There is some lovely ice cream and pancake and waffle shops around here. Speaking of food, we then went for pitas at this souvlaki gyros restaurant, and most importantly, they had a huge wine dispenser. I was obsessed with this thing. I need it in my house. It's that skinny red thing in the middle of the two fridges, and they just put the jug underneath, and it was like a little vending machine of wine. I mean, what more could you want? And the pita was absolutely delicious. We went for chicken, and then we headed back on home, ready for the next day. We're about a week in now, and we're going to go do the Butterfly Valley today. So for that, I've got my trainers on because I'm not making the mistake that we made for Lindos, where I put my sliders on because we were going to the beach and then didn't think, hang on a sec, I've got to walk up to the Acropolis. So today, definitely trainers, little skirt from Zara, top is from Uniqlo, beach bag stolen from the mother-in-law, oh, and a little silver clip that I got from Stradivarius whilst I was here, which I did see in the Trafford Centre, and then regretted not buying it, and then I found it here. So there you go. Off we go. This bakery features a lot in these videos, I've come to realise. It's Saracas, I believe it's a family-run bakery, and it's just amazing. They do lovely coffees, they've got different milk options as well if you're dairy-free, but the amazing thing are these pastries and cakes and tiny ice creams, and so much of this stuff is handmade. There's sandwiches, there's pizzas. Oh, it's delicious. I'm recording this afterwards and I am just thinking about all the food and amazing stuff, and I'm missing it so much. And there's so much more that we didn't get to try, and I can't wait to go back and try more. I'm having deep regrets about not trying a lot of these pastries. So here's some videos of them. I don't feel like it's doing it justice, but they were amazing. But we did get to try a few. So I've had the coffee and sandwiches here before, but I've been desperate to try the pastries. So we've gone for, they've called them American style croissants. I will show you them. So Nick's gone for this biscoff one, and then I've gone for this bueno one. We have gone for some savoury stuff as well, so I've just got a little wrap and a little pizza, and then we've got some coffees coming, but I am very excited to try these. We have come a little later in the day, so there aren't as many sandwiches on offer, but I enjoyed my wrap, but now it's time for the croissant, and I've had to cut it. It's just massive. It is very nice, and I'll just show you the inside of it as well. It's kind of full of the bueno or some sort of cream. I missed the perfect shot of all of this sauce just cascading out, but it's just so full of sauce. It's really good. After fueling up on pastries and coffees, all that good stuff, we are heading off to Butterfly Valley. It is quite a drive, but it's lovely and scenic all the way along. I do think it is such a benefit of having a car. If you are debating hiring a car when you're in Rhodes, I would definitely say go for it if you can afford it. There are obviously excursions, there are boat excursions, coach trip excursions, but there is a lot of booking with that, and obviously you're kept to the timetable of that company, whereas if you have a car, you can just get up and go when you want. So yeah, there is a real benefit of having one if you can pop that in your budget. It also just means that you're really flexible in kind of where you go as well, because there might not be an excursion on the day you want to go, but yes, I would definitely recommend. We have driven all the way to Butterfly Valley, and we're about 7 minutes away, and there was a road closure, and a huge lorry and a priest of all people came up the road and was like, no, it's closed. So now I'm having to drive back round an extra half an hour, but we're going to go around, maybe see if there's a place to stop for a drink on the way, as we're already in the area, so why not drive all the way around the area to get back? This area here, I don't know if it's going to quite pick up on the cameras, but all of those stumps are trees that have burnt down in the fires. So Rhodes has had some really horrific forest fires that just, luckily these trees are still standing here, but just up there you can see all the ones that have had to be cut down, on the ones that have been burnt down, and it's really devastated a lot of areas. But yeah, you can just see all that there. Wow. But yeah, luckily there are still some trees up there, and they were quite worried at one point. There's a special deer here, and a lot of them were unfortunately killed in the fires, but they've not been made extinct. They still have them here. It's a special Rhodes deer, which I will try and find the name of, pop in. But yeah, all this area, and there are other areas as well that have had horrendous forest fires, and I don't think they know how they started, but once, just because everything gets so hot and dry up here, once it starts, it's very, very hard to stop it. And they had planes coming over, just dousing it with water. And yeah, it's just really sad to see the effects of it, but hopefully the area will bounce back. It will just take a long time to do so. Just see it all there. It's almost like a tree graveyard, really. But yeah, those were probably all once really nice trees, and unfortunately they've gone for now, but like I said, they'll be rebuilding, and hopefully lots of nature and trees will be back in its place in years to come.
So that's that upside down cow, I think, was burnt, like that one up there.
So that car was in the fires?
Yeah, if it's all rusted or like that, it's usually fires.
Yeah, I mean, these are some spectacular roads. You can imagine the Top Gear guys having a whale of a time on this. But yeah, unfortunately, all the surroundings. Look, this is obviously the forest that didn't catch fire, thankfully. There probably is trees in there that did burn down as well, but probably at one point the whole area looked as lovely and green as this. But yeah, one day hopefully it'll be back to all its greenness. Look at those views. These roads are very windy, and you just got to be. Nick does all the driving here. I have to say, I'm a passenger princess when I'm in Rhodes. Just kind of being unawares. Obviously you are driving through lots of forests, and there are the natural rock faces, and you can't control those, and pebbles, rocks, bigger boulders will fall down, so you've just got to be unawares that they haven't come into the road, and just drive safely and carefully. Also, when you're driving along the roads here, you may come across these small churches that are on the side of the road, and when I say small, they're very, very small, less than a foot tall, and then they're usually on a stand, and unfortunately those signify where someone has lost their life, usually in a road collision. So yeah, just if you do see those, that's what's happened there as well. So yeah, it's just another reminder just to be safe. Obviously if you've used to driving, you're quite confident, that's absolutely fine, but just obviously if you're driving in a different country, driving on another side of the road, there's just lots of things to think of, and like I said, I'm a passenger princess here, and I think that's the way it will probably stay. We have made it to Butterfly Valley.
Turtle.
Oh, there's a turtle on the log. Just chilling in Butterfly Valley like a turtle does. And it is absolutely beautiful around here. But top tip, there are multiple levels of car parking, but the closest level of car parking is not for the faint-hearted. Nick did a spectacular job getting the car into the spot. Like I said, passenger princess here. There's a cafe just there on entry. But off we go. Gonna go pay the tickets and I will let you know how much it costs. The entry was €3 per person. There are some months where there are butterflies and then other months when there aren't. Unfortunately, we are in the month where the butterflies aren't here, but I have been before and there have been butterflies, and they just sit on the trees that you can see behind me. We might see the odd one or two, but the best months to come are in July and August, according to the lady on the front desk. I do believe ticket prices do vary in the more popular months as well. Even without the butterflies, it is a really beautiful place to come. And as you saw before, we've seen a turtle already, so there is nature out and about, and it's just really pretty. Some of the bridges a little bit uneven on foot, hence why having trainers on or proper shoes is the best. There is a second part, so you need to keep hold of your ticket to show them at the second half, here where it crosses a road. Go through this tunnel. Ooh. Oh wow. Not the best if you're claustrophobic, but there is another route around. You can go up over the road as well. And this is the second part. Ooh. The road. It's pretty. And an ATM if you need any cash. We found our second bit of nature. The crab. Hello, Mr. Crab. On his own underneath this lovely waterfall. No butterflies yet, but lots and lots of crabs. Maybe we should petition to have it renamed Crab Valley. But yes, there are lots of cute little crabs scuttling around. Some quite big ones as well, actually. There is a massive crab down there. Probably not going to pick up. But so many crabs. Not many butterflies. But yeah, we've just come in the wrong month for butterflies. Like I said, we have been here when they are, and they basically just attach themselves to these trees, and they're just all over the trees. We literally just saw a butterfly, but it's flown off. I'm hoping it might come back. Talking quietly because the sign says quiet. Nick keeps sending me on a wild goose chase saying there are some up here. I don't know if I believe him or if he's trying to make me work up a sweat. But I definitely saw one, at least. Maybe let's hurry on a little bit. See if we see any more. I'm getting covered in bugs though. We are in nature. There will be bugs. There have been some butterflies. Oh, I think there are. That's never going to pick up there, but there's some up on that hill. I just saw one. Unfortunately, the one that was quite close to us was quite big and it would have picked up quite well, but I was enjoying seeing the butterfly. Too slow to bring the camera out. But like I said, if you come here in the right month, there'll be a lot more of them. I think they're hiding now. Look at this stream, it's so pretty and tranquil here. Doesn't look like there will be any more that I can catch on camera, but who knows? We'll just keep on wandering. And maybe we'll see one. I don't know if you can hear the birds tweeting. Whether that's picking up. Oh my gosh, there's one up there. Quite a big one. That's never going to pick up on camera. That's all you're going to hear me say. You'll just have to come here and see it for yourself, to be honest. Again, just a footpath check. There are some obviously like quite well paved steps, but cobbles, if you are a bit uneasy on your feet, and the bridges, just take extra care obviously. Gonna go to this little viewing point over here. See if there's any more. Crouch down. Here we go. Just saw quite a big one up there, but it was too far away.
This must be a long video.
Doing my best at Attenborough, but nowhere near as successful. I feel like he would have found a butterfly by now.
There's one up there flying.
Oh, where?
Is it? No. Never mind.
I mean, I doubt any of them are going to pick up on this camera, but
Yeah.
we will see. But there have been some butterflies, or petaluda.
Yeah, but you are underwhelming the audience because it's not one or two usually here. The trees are filled with them.
Yes, not this month. Everything has a cycle, it's nature. Just taking a little pause as it is very toasty. But yes, we are a little bit early for the trees to be filled with butterflies, unfortunately. It'd be lovely to come back one year and see the trees in full butterfly bloom, but we have seen a few pretty little butterflies flying around, and it's now time to work our way back to the bottom where the car is parked. Nick has spotted this helpful little timeline. Helpful timeline of the butterfly life cycle. We are in June, so not quite adult yet, but July, August. You can see them in the pupa and the caterpillar stage. And this is a map. As you can see, it is quite large. Yeah, so the best months, it seems, by this map are July and August, because they're not quite ready in June. Well, not this year anyway. And then over here, yeah, we are the very start of June. Over here on this ATM machine of all things, that is what the trees will look like if you come when all the butterflies are here. Very pretty. But like I said, we still have seen a couple today. We found some butterflies. Now these aren't the Rhodes butterflies. Well, they are Rhodes butterflies. They're not the ones that are famous in the valley. But we've seen some butterflies that I think I've caught on camera. Ooh, this is a very pretty
Tree.
It literally flew right in my face. Like it was saying, hello, I'm here. There's one there. Oh, very beautiful. And we are finishing our day off at the beach before going home and getting ready to go out. We have had such a lovely day going around all the sites, seeing Butterfly Valley, even seeing a couple of butterflies, even if they weren't the famous ones. And we're going to go off for some dinner now. I'm wearing a little white dress from Zara. It's quite windy tonight, so I popped a denim jacket on, paired it with white sandals and a little pink bag. I will pop some shots in of our food and drinks, but for now, like, subscribe, do what you gotta do, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.